back to another video. Today we're doing episode 3 of the Rock Bottom Podcast. Today we're joined by Lucas.
Hello.
It was his birthday yesterday, so say happy birthday in the comment section.
Yes, of course. What that would be very nice if you did that. Thank you so much, obviously.
If you don't do that, you're going to hell. Anyways, today we're going to talk about AEW All Elite Wrestling Dynamite from July 30th, 2020. Talk about the matches, talk about our favorite moments, what we rate about it. Then we have some news about around the wrestling world, and then we'll talk about the main theme of the day, which will be our favorite wrestling competition of all time. This is gonna be a favorite episode of mine. Let's get to it. So, our first match of the card was Jurassic Express versus the Inner Circle, and the Inner Circle won the match. What do you think about the match?
Well, first of all, it's the best friends and best friends, as they called it, with Jurassic Express and the best friends.
Yeah, that's how I put best friends and Jurassic Express.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, this match was pretty good. Not gonna lie, it was a really good match.
I think this was a pretty bad match. And the reason why is because it was a lot of moves for the sake of having moves. There was points in the match where the guy was just standing there waiting for the move to happen. It kind of took me out of it.
One of my favorite moments of the match was when Jake Hager and Luchasaurus were battling in the ring. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that part.
Yeah. What would you rate this match? 1 out of 10, if you would.
4.5 maybe. Wasn't a big fan of it.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a solid 6. I think it was a decent match. In my opinion.
Also, at the end, Matt Hardy came out to distract Sammy Guevara.
Oh wait, no, the Inner Circle didn't win. It was the Jurassic Express and friends. My bad, ladies.
It's on. Which also I have a nitpick because I don't understand how Matt Hardy got so he basically told the camera crew at the exact moment he was gonna come out from the back and distract them. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Oh yeah, this was the first. This was the return of Sammy Guevara in his in-ring return.
On Dynamite, because I think he wrestled on Dark last week as well.
Yeah, and basically, Sammy Guevara got distracted by Matt Hardy, and the Luchasaurus, Jurassic Express and Best Friends won the match against the Inner Circle, and Inner Circle were pissed, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next match we have Cody Rhodes versus Warhouse for the TNT Championship.
Warhorse!
And Cody Rhodes obviously won the match. Not really a surprise, but
I thought it was a good match.
I think it was a good match because they made Warhouse dominant, even though
It's Warhorse.
Warhorse, yeah. And they made him dominant in that match, but Cody still won. So it's
So I think it was good because before they were Cody was saying that he wasn't a good opponent, thought he wasn't worth the title match, and he throughout the match it was showing that he didn't really care that much. He wasn't really trying, which I thought was a good touch.
Yeah, it was a good match because Warhorse was I like his gimmick because I do like that type of music, but he was dominant in that match. They made him so he was a good wrestler, he will be on the top, but of course Cody won.
He was dominant, but he wasn't dominant to the point where it didn't seem unbelievable.
Yeah. I give this match a solid 7.
I'd say 7.5.
Yeah, good match. We all knew who was gonna win, but I like how they made Warhorse dominant in that match. But
I'm interested to see who's gonna beat Cody though, because
I'm assuming it's gonna be maybe I want to say MGF, but he's gonna go.
No, I don't think he's gonna win that title yet. At least. I feel like what's gonna happen is gonna be someone who's new to AEW is gonna be their debut match and get a surprise roll up or something.
Yeah, it should be yeah. That'll be a good idea. And I'm saying yeah, because
yeah.
Next thing that happened was FTR has officially joined AEW.
Mm-hmm.
They were backstage and they signed the contract and they said they want to get the AEW Tag Team Championships.
They they said that in their contract for I think in 2 weeks there's going to be a tag team appreciation night, which should be fun.
Yeah, and FTR, I like FTR. I wasn't really like a big fan of them in WWE because like I don't know, they weren't used well, but
Mhm.
they remind me of Arn Anderson and
Tully Blanchard.
yeah, a little bit like old wrestling like tag team.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Also, Hangman came out and gave them, a couple of drinks.
yeah, and Tony Schiavone was like, hell no, I don't want beer.
I feel like that's him 95% of the time he does anything.
Yeah, like every time, yeah, and it's cool, like FTR.
Especially with like Britt Baker when he's interviewing her.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, FTR has officially joined AEW. The next match of the card are second Dark Order versus Omega, the tag team champions. I have to say, this was a good match. Like,
Yeah, it was a good match.
Good match. Dark Order were dominant. Well, I don't want to say dominant, but like they were really good in that match. And like the whole thing with Brody Lee and Hangman Page, animosity building.
I thought, to be honest, it could have been better with those four guys, but it was still a good match.
Yeah, good match. Of course, Omega and Hangman Page won, and they got attacked after the match by the Dark Order, and FTR comes in and they attacked him with like what was it? They throw something at him. Yeah, and they basically defend the Elite, I guess you could say, against the Dark Order. So
also, at the end, Brody Lee was yelling at Stu Grayson and Evil Uno.
Yeah, like saying
because I lost.
Whatever, yeah. And I think next week, I think it's FTR and the Elite versus the Dark Order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we go to my favorite part of the show is MJF's promo or segment. Basically, he said that Jon Moxley's basically.
Oh wait! Also, before we get to that, what's it called? The former Zack Ryder, otherwise known as Matt Cardona, showed up and helped. Oh, this was during the Cody match, so my bad. But yeah, he showed up and helped Cody. When the Dark Order attacked him for some reason, I don't know.
Yeah, and basically, I personally think he looked really strong in his entire career from that segment compared to WWE.
Yeah.
That is sad, bro. That's sad. WWE are just dickheads, bro. Like,
Yeah. He did look like in the best shape in a while, though.
Yeah, like, he looked really good. I don't know why Vince McMahon was like, ooh. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Our favorite moment of the show, in my opinion, we got the MJF segment. Basically, it was MJF come to the ring, and he was kind of like he was being like, or saying like Jon Moxley is like taking control of AEW.
Dictator John, as he called him.
Yeah, or Jonathan. And he says he wants to challenge him for the AEW Championship, and at All Out. I think it's All Out.
Yeah. Who do you think's winning that?
Oh, I kind of want MJF to win. I kind of want him to win. Like the thing about Jon Moxley, he doesn't really need a championship.
Yeah, I don't like him with the championship, to be honest.
Like he's a good superstar. He's really good. If he was like, I think he should like. I think I don't think he really needs it, to be honest. It's like the Undertaker.
Yeah.
I
mean, the Undertaker's never even when he won the title, he never held the belt for that long.
Well, yeah, because he wanted to build up, so I respect him from that. I just hope MJF wins, but I know Moxley's gonna win probably because.
The thing is, MJF has an undefeated record.
That is
this
true.
year.
That is true. He only been pinned once. He actually never been pinned before. He has lost, but he never got pinned. It was a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That could go either way, I think.
Yeah, I just hope MJF wins, but I'm praying to God I hope so. Because he's one of my skills in AEW, so that'd be awesome if he was the champion.
And before the main event, I forget if this was before or after MJF's promo. It was Hikaru Shida versus Diamante in a match, which is pretty good. It was better than her match last week.
Yeah, and by the way, MGF said a little WWE reference that Jon Moxley was acting like a Stone Cold. That was kind of cool, but. But anyways, continue.
But yeah, there's nothing. It was a non-title match. Shida won. Pretty good match. Nothing. There wasn't anything to say really. Just a solid match.
All right, our main event of the evening, we have Darby Allin and Jon Moxley versus Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, and we all knew Darby Allin and Jon Moxley won the match.
Well, I feel like what's it called? Moxley and no, I mean I feel like Cage and Starks had at least a little bit of a chance to win, but I would have definitely said that there was a better chance that Moxley and Darby was gonna win.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was, I think, Ricky Starks and Darby Allin when they wrestled in the ring. It was pretty, but the Brian Cage, like, I don't know. It's just
The one I will say, I hated the ending because they did the thumbtack spot 2 weeks in a row.
yeah with Cody, and then fine. At least it's something, right? But
I can't wait till they discover light tubes. They're gonna use that every week now.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing, bro. Japan shit right now, or Japan wrestling, But this match was okay. It was pretty decent. Not gonna lie, it wasn't the best. Like some parts of the match, I got kind of bored of it. Like when Brian,
Yeah,
the wrestler, it's just him and Moxley don't really have a connection, really. Like
the chemistry. Yeah,
the chemistry.
I don't think Moxley's that good in general. He's good at promos, but he's a good deathmatch wrestler, but not much. Not like anything else though, other than his promos.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good match. Darby Allin at the end used his skateboard and basically just jumped on Ricky Starks and just killed him
with thumbtacks on it. We can't forget about that.
Yeah, with the thumbtacks, obviously, and it kind of looked cool. It was better than last week's with Cody Rhodes. Got back up.
At least, what's it called? Starks sold it.
Yes. So, of course, Darby Allin and Jon Moxley won the match. It was good. It was decent. I'll give it a 5. It was maybe 4 out of 10. That's what I would say.
6 or 7 out of 10, I'd say.
All right, so then we're gonna talk about some wrestling news around the world. Now we heard that Kairi Sane is officially done with the WWE. I think he's going to Japan to get her.
I will say she had like the best send off in years I can think of. She beat Bayley in her last match, who's the women's champion.
Yeah, Kairi Sane. I kind of wanted to see her face Asuka, but it's better than nothing. So yeah.
Also, like they've been making videos of like, oh, she was so great. Everyone's been saying that. Should have pushed her though.
Yeah, and she sent a goodbye message like when at the same time when she got attacked.
Yeah.
So that was kind of kind of weird, but yeah. Also, we got Rusev, quote unquote, retires from wrestling.
I don't think he's retiring. I feel like he's saying this for now. I think in a year or two he'll be back.
Well, I think it's because like he's on Twitch.
Yeah.
And, he's doing that, and he doesn't really want to wrestle. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted to be in AEW and be like a monstrous heel, whatever.
But the thing is, they have so many monster heels. I feel like he'd be better as a face there.
Yeah, maybe like the whole Rusev Day thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next on the card, you could say some more news.
Honestly, that was it. Like,
and Cameron.
The only thing I've heard was that like they're trying to get an audience for SummerSlam, but that seems pretty unlikely right now.
They said they wanted to go on the beach or whatever, or
they wanted to go on a boat. I heard.
Boat, Yeah, it's like it's cool because like SummerSlam is like the beach and all that. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Like I get it,
Yeah.
All right. let's talk about the main theme of today. Wrestling promotions. What is our favorite wrestling promotions? We give us our top 3 wrestling promotions of all time. Then we could do recently, like recent wrestling promotions. Not that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get started.
So
I'll
this first one's just in general, right?
yeah
Okay.
yeah in general. So mine will have to be. This may be seem like a little bit of a dick move, but I've gotta say WWE is number 1 because that got me into wrestling. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like now I don't like the WWE. Now they suck. They suck horribly. Um, Second place will be AEW. I've watched all their Dynamite episodes so far since October. And
Mm-hmm.
third place,
Wait. Okay. Never. Okay. That was a random scam caller.
yeah. And I guess my final one, it can either I guess I'll say WCW. Of like my
WCW.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
that's what I would say. So what are your top 3 generally like your favorite wrestling promotions of all
Right
time?
now, of all time, I'm gonna sound like such a mark for this, but top 3 is All Japan, New Japan, and Pro Wrestling Noah.
All right, almost fair enough. You're into
Mm-hmm.
the more than
Because they've consistently have had the best matches throughout the years.
yeah.
Uh, mm-hmm. And they created some of the biggest stars, just in Japan, but just in general. People like Vader, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. They've all wrestled there.
All right. So let's do our favorite wrestling promotions of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Still in like you're still alive basically.
That,
Like
like
WA.
we're judging on how they're doing right now. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gotta be like right now, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it'll be AEW. Then I guess I guess you know what? Hmm. I want to say I guess WWE and then TNA. But TNA has a lot of stars right now that they're making me a little
Yeah,
bit.
TNA. Yeah, TNA is pretty cool right now.
Yeah, AEW. I watch it every week. That's why I'm doing like the match cards and like the review of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are my top 3. Like WWE right now is meh. Like they putting up good matches, but like
Yeah.
getting a little bit repetitive in my opinion. Like a lot of their stars are gone, or half timers are winning, or part timers are winning the Universal Championships or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just not my type. So, what are your top 3 favorite wrestling promotions of right now?
Okay, so that. Okay, I have like 4 that I'm thinking of, so I'm just gonna say all 4 of them because like I can't really choose between 3 and 4.
Okay.
So 4 is MLW, Major League Wrestling.
Okay. Not bad of a choice.
Mm-hmm. I think I think their major storyline right now is really good with Contra because what they've done is basically so so they're not running shows during the coronavirus. So what they've done is that they said like their main heel stable took over MOW and hacked into it.
That's
So that's
good.
why they're yeah.
And I'm actually gonna change. I guess I'll change. Um, Actually, I was gonna put New Japan. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
then WWE. I'd rather watch that than WWE, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Um.
Yeah, continue. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, sorry. And their match quality is really good. I feel like they tell a lot of great stories there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also impressed with the people they have because I feel like because they sign a lot of people that a lot of other promotions wouldn't do just because of like for example Jacob Fatu, who's the world champion. I don't think WWE would ever sign him just because he has a criminal record.
Yeah.
And Austin Aries works there, and Low Key works there. They're not not the most popular people in the world backstage. So
Yeah.
This is gonna be a tie for number 2 for me. It's NWA and AEW.
All right. I understand about that.
Yeah, like I agree with you what you said about AEW, but I think NWA is very strong. It's like different from everything else right now, which is good.
Yeah, it's like more like classic wrestling.
Yeah,
You know.
I think the promos there are great. Like like Eli Drake's there, Eddie Kingston there, Nick Aldis is there. A lot of great wrestling too. Just because it's an older style doesn't mean it's good. I think it's really good, to be honest.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
then
yeah, number 1 is New Japan.
yeah, we kind of knew that.
Yeah.
New Japan Pro Wrestling, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Wrestling 5 stars.
Right now, it's kind of in a weird spot because they're doing a lot of things that I feel like they wouldn't have been doing if it wasn't for the coronavirus. I forgot to mention that they're having a new title, which isn't really a title. It's kind of weird. You kind of have to watch it to see what it's about. So it's like a tournament, but it's also a title, which I think is interesting.
All right. You know, I understand New Japan. Like, I know a lot of good stuff on that, like the Bullet Club, and well, I think the Bullet Club's still a thing, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah,
Yeah, Bullet Club.
I think it's better without the Elite. I'll be honest. I feel like it wasn't really the Bullet Club when the Elite was there.
All right, I understand that. You know, but Kenny Omega did get popular. The Young Bucks did get popular with the Bullet Club. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the thing with the Bucks and the Bullet Club was that they weren't popular in Japan. Don't get that. They were They were bottom of the Carters. They were in the opening matches, which it's not bad. There's someone has to be there, and the opening of the card in New Japan is still good. But I'm just saying they weren't like main event guys.
Yeah, I understand.
But Kenny was the main event guy.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, New Japan is your favorite wrestling promotion, and AEW.
Yeah.
I really want the AEW replica title and put it in my room.
Mm-hmm.